Onwards.
Greetings, Rover. What can I help you with today? I regret to inform you that Madam Magistrate is not in the City Hall. In fact, we have not heard back from her for days. Unfortunately, no. Please keep this confidential. The situation in Jinzhou is still unstable after our battle with the Threnodian. We must limit discussion of the Magistrate's whereabouts. When we captured Scar, he claimed that the Praxidus had imprisoned. It was around the same time that Madam Magistrate lost track of Sentinel. If our Sentinel is truly in danger, or if someone with malicious intent obtains this information, in order to investigate the Sentinel's whereabouts, Madam Magistrate has left for Mount Firmament, its last recorded location. Madam Magistrate traveled to Mount Firmament alone. The looming threat of the Threnodian discouraged any additional diversion of human resources. Furthermore, when it comes to the Sentinel, force is not Madam Magistrate trusts you. It is beyond my authorization to meddle in your However, the landscape around Mount Firmament is complex. One must be accompanied by a special wayfinder to navigate safely. That's all I know. Currently, she's likely at the ferry terminal in Whining Ix's Mire. To learn more about Mount Firmament, you can meet her at the ferry. I lack the same level of understanding of the situation there as she does. I trust Madam Magistrate's decisions. I will do my utmost to handle the public matters on her behalf while this worry about her safety won't leave me. In her last video message, I could tell she seemed weaker than usual. Madam Magistrate's situation might not be optimistic. Rover, Mount Firmament is a dangerous place. I have sent the coordinates to your terminal. Thank you for your kind help. I pray you will both return.
I'm here. Hey, did you notice how the mountain has a strangely pleasant smell? It doesn't look edible, though. Not that I'm hungry or anything. I just tend to doze off easily. Feels like my body can only process what I can. And don't worry, if there's any danger coming your way, I'll wake up like clock. Well, unless there's nothing that can even remotely challenge. In that case, I probably won't wake.
Let's head to the ferry. Mount Firmament. Our wayfinders should have plenty information to share.
Photosynthesis.
Imitation. Luminous energy. Strike as one. Evil be cleansed. Lend me your strength. I love strong too. Let it end. So deep. Leave it to me. Lend me your strength. That in starlight. Evil be cleansed. Thunder guide us. Onwards. Onwards. Fluorescent shadows. Let it end. Blue. Imitation. Photosynthesis. Together we fight. Evil be cleansed. Lend me your strength, fast in starlight. Sacred light. Leave it to me. I can use some fertilizer. Roll for me. Imitate. I can use some fertilizer. Life is in everything. Fluorescent shadows. Evil be cleansed. So be it. Heaven ordains. Banish all vice. Lend me your strong light. Bloom. Listen up. I'm just low on fluid. Now I'm super dehydrated. I must shine through. Sacred light. Lend me your strength. will be cleansed. I must not. Leave it to me. My dream. I have it. Onwards.
Are you trapped here by the rain? I happen to be waiting for someone too. I am Chun-Li, your wayfinder. Don't worry, the rain won't last much longer. Our destination lies just beyond it. Rover, what do you know about Mount Firmament? There is a certain folk tale. Have you heard of it? While hiking in the mountains, a woodcutter came upon two people playing weiqi and became enthralled with their game. Upon his return home, he found a world transformed. Everything. That mountain was a secret realm where time worked differently. The Mount Firmament is such... But unlike this folktale, there is a price to pay for entering and exiting. If I spend a full day in the mountains, 10 days will be taken off my lifespan upon my leaving, reflecting, not to mention, the situation on Mount Firmament right now is probably even more complex than before. The strange time patterns of Mount Firmament are tied to the Sentinel's temporal mandate. Time ebbs and flows at its will. If the Fraxidus really has imprisoned our Sentinel, causing it to lose control of its powers, that could explain the temporal disruptions, which means Mount Firmament. Lifespan is not the top of my concerns. If you've decided to venture there, Jinshi has stayed on Mount Firmament for too long. She doesn't miss a thing. Before Jinshi left for Mount Firmament, scales began appearing on her. Those signs pointed to a dire situation for the Sentinel as well. That's why I must lead you there. You might have the key to solving our dilemma. You're here because I invited you. Sanhua was instructed to disclose my whereabouts if you ever went to... From what I understand, there is a strong link between you and the Sentinel. That overseer tried everything to sway you and make you join their side before. It's a clear sign that your involvement could disrupt their plans, especially at Mount. Records at the Grand Library
tell a tale of someone who dared to enter Mount Firmament after the Sentinels' descent, and they emerged They were also said to have stood alongside, and here before me stands someone who bears an uncanny resemblance to that very individual. Is it you? If not you, it took me some effort to finally reach this conclusion. Rover, the journey ahead is filled with danger at every turn. Once we venture into the mountains, there's no turning back. As your wayfinder, I'll lead you to your destination. What you do after that is entirely. The rain is subsiding, and the sky. It's time for us to head out. We're at the base of Mount Firmament, but we won't enter the temporal barrier until we cross the luminous shore. Shall we proceed? The storm is coming. Some people must be itching to pounce. The bridge has broken. Judging by its design and intricate details, this is what they call a chronosorter. It mimics the Sentinel's temporal mandate, able to reverse small-scale events and restore objects. My master once told me about the Court of Savante and their fearless quest to unravel the mysteries of Their dedication bore fruit in the form of fascinating inventions. But it doesn't add up. Why hasn't this brilliant invention? This chronosorter was built beyond the temporal barrier, so its creator. But even if they died, there are countless other CSC members who could replicate it. Or Do these chronosorters stop functioning once they are removed from Mount Firmament? This chronosorter, weathered though it may appear, bears no signs of neglect. Let's give it a try.
Weren't they concerned about losing lifespan?
For those fanatics, nothing mattered more than the truth. To live every moment with overwhelming passion. How many can claim such a tenacious drive and unshakable determination? Rover, it's the Fraxidus.
Evil be cleansed. Fluorescent shadows. Battle ends. Bloom.
The Fraxidus. It's them again.
They've set traps all around the luminous shore. They must have anticipated your arrival.
Onwards.
The entrance is sealed.
It's the photon barrier. Another invention from... Specific steps must be followed to undo the barrier. Use long-range weapons on the photon vaults to cut off its energy. Once we've reached the cave's end, we'll enter the domain of Mount Firmament. Proceed with caution.
So it can't hurt me.
Time on Mount Firmament used to simply flow slower than in the outside world. Visitors were safe as long as they remained within the temple. But what we're seeing now is different. The flow of time has gone haywire. What was once slow and steady has become chaotic and turbulent. Some areas are frozen. No one knows how much they'll age after leaving Mount Firmament. But aging from youth to old, leaving Mount Firmament could turn any mortal to dust. These poor creatures, trapped in the temporal disruption, are the most pitiful of... So, it looks like the Fraxidus did manage to capture our sentinel. I had wished that my theories would turn out wrong. As expected, my terminal isn't working. We can't reach Jinshi. The temporal disruption is preventing it from functioning. We can't waste a moment. Jinshi's fate isn't the only one at stake. All the inhabitants of... We need to hurry to Hongzhen, a town nestled at the heart of Mount Firmament. Jinshi would likely pass through there.
The temporal disruptions have spared nothing on our way here. Cheng-Li, does that mean you're in danger too?
So far, nothing feels out of the ordinary. It seems the Sentinel contained the situation before being fully trapped. But I don't know how long this stability will hold. If I go down, please, don't worry about me. You need only focus on what you have to do. What's the matter? You dreamed of Hongzhen? It sounds like you did dream of this place. What you just described closely aligns with the accounts documented. Over a century ago, a vast horde of tacit discords invaded Huanglong. Thankfully, the Sentinel descended, manipulating time to... Rover, perhaps it could be a glimpse into your own past, and... Hongzhen is a pivotal location, linking various parts of Mount Firmament. With the Fraxidus now but every trap has its weak points. Someone has used their resonance ability here, but it seems like she used it in a dire situation. The traces lead deeper into the heart of Hongzhen. Let's keep moving. Don't.
The traces end here. Someone fought here against those Fraxidus.
Must be Jinshi. Using her resonance ability too much would only... But she must have had a reason.
Cheng-Li, there are traces here.
They're pointing north. Let's proceed in that direction.
Onwards.
Saves me the search.
The traces disappear by the pond.
The vase on the stone table seems rather peculiar.
There's something behind the waterfall.
Let's go take a look.
Another photon barrier.
3 photon vaults to break. Rover, use ranged attacks.
Make this quick. I have experiments underway.
You two, halt!
Hold on.
Lady Xingyi.
Relax, they're our honored guests. No need to be tense. In a single day, we've greeted both the Magistrate of Jinzhou and her trusted counselor in Hongzhen. It's been a while, Changli.
I heard you stepped down from your position and moved to the countryside. And now here we are, meeting again after all.
For years, I lived secluded, no longer concerning myself. But the current situation in Jinzhou is volatile. It has reunited us in an unpredictable moment. And you, young sir? What shall I call you? My name is Xingyi. Please follow me this way. It's not safe to talk here. I believe you are here for Magistrate Jinshi. The Magistrate left Hongzhen about 15 minutes ago. She should be at the Truth Seekers. That's what they call it in Hongzhen. You might know it better as the ruins of a court of Cervantes.
Lady Xingyi, please.
Madam Magistrate, are you?
I'm fine. How's the situation?
Yes. Remaining civilians have been counted.
Good. These hidden chambers should provide some much-needed shelter for them to rest a little. Despite being the Sentinel's appointed resonator, I haven't been able to sense its presence for some... I can feel my resonance ability waning, and I get my power from the Sentinel. This can only mean... Lady Xingyi, I need to know where the Sentinel was. I can only fix the temporal disruption within a confined radius. It's already pushing my... Mount Firmament is in serious trouble, and we can't waste any more time.
The Sentinel was last seen flying towards Mianlong Chamber, where it would normally rest. But little did they know, we had a defense system in place, built with the help of the Court of Cervantes. This mechanism has allowed us to locate their troops, and we've already eliminated some of them outside. To get inside Mianlong Chamber, we have to find the cipher key in Truth's...
Understood. I will go bring back...
You are injured. Please, Rest and leave it.
The Fraxidus will most likely attack this place once I leave. You must... I implore you, Xingyi. Help me keep our people safe.
Yes, I will.
Before I headed to Mount Firmament, the Fraxidus revealed a prophecy from our Sentinel. A fateful clash between the Sentinel... I never intended to believe their baseless claims, but I was not surprised to hear it. The Sentinel had told me long ago that there would come a day when I surpass it in power. Once we save the Sentinel from danger, I intend to have a serious...
And then she left.
There's still one thing that doesn't add up. How did the Fraxidus kidnap our... The Mianlong Chamber was once renovated by the court of Savante. Do you think their research could be involved somehow?
I'll look into what you said. But once we have the cipher key, the Mianlong Chamber will be left vulnerable to the Fraxidus' potential retaliation.
We must keep them at bay. Rover and I are headed to the Truthseeker's Pass to meet up with Jingxi. We'll distract the Fraxidus' main forces.
And the locals will handle the rest. I will send some men to open up the side exit for you. Head south and keep walking a couple of minutes.
Thank you, Lady Xingyi.
In this place she was born, and in this place she returns. Our magistrate's fate is bound to Mount Firmament.